going on, Jerome's? So if you watch the channel at any point in the offseason, you probably see us suggesting trading Patrick Jones II. Not because he's an untalented player. Certainly does have that talent, but he's always been a reserve situational type guy, and he's been productive whenever he's gotten on the field, but it just seemed like the Vikings, one of their positions of strength was definitely edge rusher, and the Vikings could recoup some 2025 draft capital by moving on from Jones, but I'm glad that they didn't. And Patrick Jones was a 2021 third-round pick out of Pitt. Who are they playing? Why are they playing the Monopoly guys? Who is that, Austin P? Yeah. But he's a third-round pick out of Pitt, and throughout his Vikings career, he had always been the fourth edge rusher, right? He's always been that fourth guy out there. Did some good work when he was in there, but hasn't really gotten the reps, 5 career sacks, and you're thinking, okay, even though he does have talent, he's going to be buried yet again because at best he would be the fourth edge rusher again behind AVG, Grenard, Diamond Dallas Turner, maybe even Hottie Ward. But Jones showed up and showed out. All right, so I'm glad that the Vikings decided to. Wilson Phillips said, hold on for one more day. And Patrick Jones, things definitely went his way on Sunday as he recorded 2 sacks, 2 pressures, 4 tackles, and he ended up playing almost 50% of the Vikings defensive snaps. Now, part of that was game flow, because the Vikings did get a little bit of garbage time later on in the game, as well as they did sit Andrew Van Ginkel for precautionary reasons, even though it's like he was too hot, or it's like they felt so bad for the Giants that they just called off the dogs. Something like that. But Jones was involved in the defensive game plan early and often, so this could be a thing. And Jones, definitely having himself a career game. You feel good about it, and he is in a contract year. TBD if the Vikings would be able to bring him back. Probably unlikely, even though the Vikings are going to have a ton of cap space. I think that if Jones continues to put on good tape whenever he's out there in this Flores Hellfire defense, there's going to be demand for his services around the league. But what's interesting is that I don't know if it was game plan specific for the Giants. I think it probably was, but Jalen Redmond and LDR, Levi Drake Rodriguez, were healthy scratches, inactive. So the Vikings win in the game really with only 4 defensive linemen, but they used Hottie Ward along the defensive line because they love his versatility. Jones was a hand in the dirt quite often as well, and basically he was able to get work and get pressure and get after things in conjunction with AVG, Grenard, and Dallas Turner. So I think that Flores ideally wants to keep things up front, rotating through and having lots of different personnel packages and having an opportunity to keep guys fresh later in games, later in the seasons, and as well as just developing depth. And that's something what's great about the Vikings this season is that the Vikings didn't really have depth at edge rusher last year. It was Daniil, it was kind of Wanham, kind of Jones, and that really was it. But now, Jones in year 4, like I said, he's looking to get paid. He's in a contract year, so he's going to bring that thunder. So it was absolutely awesome to see him have a career day in a game where a lot of people were having career days. But I'm glad that Patrick Jones II was not traded. Although maybe at the deadline, maybe we can get a third or second. I don't know, man. Now, how about you grow and show, have a career year, and then get paid this offseason? We'll love to see it, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Patrick Jones II had himself a bust-out game week 1 against the Giants, getting after that ass, Danny. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.